Welcome back, everybody. Driver53 here with another short video on precision farming for Farming Simulator 19. And y'all, we're going to be testing out some soybean harvest. I'm back over here at my normal plot, and I just want to know what we're going to get on property that we already own, that we have an existing field on. I'm really trying to figure out exactly what is going on here. So what I've got is right here, we got the plot we already own. Okay? On the other side of the field, my plot, I made a new strip in my border area that you see out here. I made a strip out there, so it's brand new, fresh fresh dirt. But I own it. I've already owned it. So we're gonna see what our harvest is there. If we don't see good results here, I'm gonna restart and do another game save and come in this exact same location and see what's going on, if we can get some different yield going on there. So the first thing we need to do is fire this up and lower this down and get to it. So I don't want to do the mini map because I kind of want to be surprised at it. So let's do this whole thing. We're going to do one strip all the way down. We're going to take a look. We'll move over to the other area and see what's going on there. I think it has something to do with once you have an existing field, it is throwing it out. The only thing is I don't know if it's doing it on the very first time you harvest or if it's doing every single time that you harvest. So let's just take a look here. We'll turn this off so it's nice and quiet. So let's bring up our map and we'll take a look. Alright, so here is our map with our soil types. As you can see, we've got all of them here. We have loam, sandy loam, silty clay, and loamy sand. If we go across to pH level, you can see that the pH level did actually drop down. That's a really good sign. So it dropped down on the strip that I just took out. That's great. Nitrogen, we should have got a little bit of an increase. So we should not be sitting at 0 anymore. Doesn't look like that happened. Yeah, it doesn't look like we got our nitrogen increase. That's interesting. So let's look at yield. And yield is gonna be 65% over the entire thing. That's not cool. So we're gonna run down here to the other end. Here, actually, let me what am I doing? Let me run. I'm gonna turn this 65 back on. We're gonna get out of this. We're gonna run down here to the other end, do the exact same thing, and see what we get down here. 65 is the number that I've been hearing everywhere. It's the very first time I harvested soybeans after the update, I was in like the 90 range, and it was on a field that I'd already owned, but I planted them and then harvested them. I don't understand why it's 60, because in one of my other videos I got 125. So it's really interesting, but it is consistent with what I'm hearing from other players. So we're gonna come in here, soybeans once again, and we're gonna do this whole strip right here. And let's, like I said, this is a brand new field basically, right? The ground was painted over. It's got nutrients and everything in it. It should be good, but it has never been harvested before. So we're gonna get down here to the end. There we go. Turn this off. Let's take a look at our map. So we are down here on this end, and it looks like the exact same thing. So our pH did okay. Nitrogen, if this is 0, 20, 40. See, it didn't do anything, which is so weird. It should have done something to the nitrogen. And then if we look at yield, if we go to 65%, right there. So this is a field that we already own. I'm gonna go stop this video or put it on pause. I'm gonna go to another game save in this exact same area, in these 4 different strips of soil, and see what we can see. So, because this is my absolute test, my test plot that I've done everything. It's all consistently exactly the same thing. I don't understand why I'm only getting 65% now when the very first one that I did a video showing the differences, right? The update video, I got like 85 or 90%. Then I did the other video showing the harvest yield, and I got 125% on soybeans. And the weird thing is I was getting 125% on a half loam, half silty clay field. And now we're getting 65% on all the different 4 soil types. Doesn't matter if it's an existing field or a brand new field. I guess the other thing I could do really quickly is try and harvest this again and see if we get anything. You know what? Let me do that before I get out of here. Let me try and do one more harvest on this to see if it's just the first time or if it's both times. So I'll be right back with that. Alright, we are back. Let's go ahead and hit this second harvest here and see if anything improves. I know it's soybeans back to back, but I'm just hoping maybe that we can get a little bit better yield here the second time through on this. I still didn't see, you know, any nitrogen increase. I know that's one thing that we should see is a nitrogen increase of 40 points. I have been seeing it in the past. You know, other stuff after the update, I've seen it, so not sure where it went, but hopefully the second harvest here will tell us something. So we're done with that one. Let's go ahead and take a look at our map here real quick. So here we are. So we are on this, and it does not look like we did it. So our nitrogen is still setting at 0, 40. Well, are we? Let's turn off that. Then okay, so I see what it's doing. So yeah, we didn't get anything in that. Nothing at all. And then the yield is once again 65%. Well, that stinks. Let's run down here. We'll harvest this one real quick. Confirm it. And then we'll man, I just don't understand why. I hope it's not something that you have to have new fields. I mean, I guess what I could do is try and sell it and then buy it back real quick. If I do that, though, I got to resample the whole thing. It's not going to be fun. I may have to try that, though. Alright, so here we go on this. Do the whole thing really quickly. I really hope we don't have to buy or sell everything and then buy it back. I mean, that would stink if you already had a bunch of placeables and stuff down. Man. Wouldn't be surprising, though. Would not be surprising. Alright, so there we go. Look at this here. Yield, we have 65% turned off. Turn it back on. That's what we just got. Alright. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I'm going to go over here. We're going to sell. Boom. I've got placeables on it. What about this one? Yep. Alright, what do I got on here? This thing. And the house. So the house and the other thing. Alright, I'll take care of it. I'll be right back. Alright, everybody. So what we did, we sold all the land and bought it back. Here is what I've been able to sample so far. I just needed to do one strip because that's all we are going to look at right here. So let's go ahead and I'll go ahead and show you the pH. It's a little bit low right now, so we may not get absolute perfect yield, but it's going to be a lot better than 65%. If we see anything other than 65% across the board, we know that we're okay. And then nitrogen, you can see we're right here. We don't need any for our stuff. Yield, we're at absolutely nothing on this, so we are good to go. Let's go ahead, fire this thing up, and do one pass. So I'm really, really hoping that we're going to see something other than 65. If we do, then we know that all we need to do is sell all of our property and buy it back. That is going to absolutely stink, like I already pointed out, if you have placeables on that property. We'll see, though. We'll see. Here in about 10 seconds. Alright, we're done with this. Now, let's look here. So, our pH, it looks like it dropped down. That's good. Let's just make sure really quick. So, like a 625, yeah, dropped down to a 6. And a 6 dropped down to a 5.75. So, perfect. Nitrogen. Is it still at 0? So, we got some 20s. It doesn't look like it raised any. Okay, that's not really encouraging. So here we go. Time for the yield. Are we ready? Oh, it's 65%. All right, y'all. I have absolutely no idea what to do. I tried it as it was. I tried making a new field, painting it over and doing that and resampling. I tried selling. I don't know. The next thing I'm going to do now is go start a new game save. Come over here. Try and get in the same area with all these soil samples right along in here. And knock it out and see what we get. I may just come over here and just try this field, right? If I get anything over 65, we know that that's maybe what it is. So let me go start a new game save. Alright, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and fire up this harvester right here. We've got some corn we need to take care of really quickly. I started a new game save, came up here, soil sampled a little bit while I could. And I just want to see, so it doesn't look like we're getting 65%. That's really good. It looks like it's kind of going to the soil type. There's no nitrogen, there's no lime. I didn't do anything to this at all. But it's good to see that we're getting something other than 65%. So let me get up here just a little bit farther. We'll see where our stuff ends at. So we got a little bit farther to go. So I've got all 4 soil types here. I'm going to do at least 2 strips back and forth. We're not going to worry about getting the rest of it out of here right now because I'm not too concerned, because I don't, unless we see that this is what has to be done. If we do, then that's gonna really not be fun to reset up that whole test plot. But if we have to, we have to. So we're gonna go, I think, all the way back down here and leave it at that, because I think we'll just put 1 strip along here. But it looks like on our mini map that we're getting different yields, and it's consistent with what I think we should see. So I think we're going to grab all the equipment we need to get it back to normal, to what we'd want to see. You know, a plow, a cultivator, a seeder, no fertilizer, because we don't need that. But we're going to do everything we need to do to get it up to optimal levels, and then we'll be good to go. So I'll see you guys once we're ready for that. Alright, so here we are. We've got the soybeans ready to be harvested. I want to go ahead and show you guys the map really quickly. These are the soil types that we're going to be going through. These are the pH levels. Everything is where it should be. If we come down here to 6.75, that's our loam. 6.5 is good there. 7 is silty clay, and then 6 is our loamy sand. So we are all good there. Next, let's take a look at our nitrogen. We have 0 nitrogen in the ground right now. Not that it would matter for soybeans anyway, but that's what we have. We should see this come up to 40 is what we should see. And our yield, it's from the previous. Hopefully we're going to get something other than 65%. So, turn this thing on. We're going to go ahead and lower it down. There we go. I'm really hoping this works, y'all. I mean, it kind of stinks that it's going to require a new game save to be able to get this to work. I think a lot of people are just going to turn it off and not even worry about it anymore, to be honest. I mean, if that's what it is on my farms, and I've got a lot of stuff and a lot of time already built into it and going, I'm just turning it off and we're going to start it back up on the next one. I hate to to say that, honestly, you know? All right, so there's one pass. So let's come back over to our map. We want to go ahead and look at our pH, and it does look like we got a little bit of reduction there. I can see the colors going down a little bit. Nitrogen, ooh, this is interesting. 0. We still have not got an increase at all for nitrogen. That's concerning. Here is, man. All right, here we go. 65%. Well, soybeans is broken. They're gonna need to do another update for sure. I don't think there's anything else we can do, y'all. This is 100% everything. We tried, you know, we tried it with the property the way it was. We tried to make a new field. We tried to sell it, bring it back, resample it, buy it back, resample it. We've come over and completely started a brand new game save. Everything was perfect, and we're still getting 65%. So I think soybeans are just broken. I don't know why I got 125 on that one. But everything I'm doing today is 65. So I don't know if you guys can find anything else in your playthroughs or whatever that's going to help out the community. Definitely throw it down in the comments below. But if not, I'm going to consider this wrapped up until the next time we get another update. There is an add-on coming out really, really soon that I'm going to be doing some videos on, whatever it is. I haven't seen any information about exactly what it is, but whatever I can get out of it, we're going to be making some more videos on. So stay tuned for that. If you want to stay up to date on all my latest precision farming videos, or any of my Let's Plays, or my console map tours, anything at all, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell while you're over there. Have a great day, everybody. Until next time, this is Driver 53, signing off.